Welcome to Mac's Food Studio. My name is Carey and I am the owner-operator of Tailored Table Personal Chef Service. Today we're going to be making a Mediterranean farro and root vegetable soup. Some of the vegetables already pre-cut. I've got a diced onion. I've got some diced fennel. If you want to refer to one of our previous videos on how to dice an onion, you'll find that detail there. I've got some carrots over here. I've got a large piece of garlic. I've got some fresh thyme, some fennel fronds. We've got some fresh spinach, vegetable stock. We've got, recommend using San Marzano tomatoes. And then we've got some white beans. And then we've got some farro, which is an ancient grain from the Mediterranean region. And it's been soaking for a couple of hours. It needs to do that in order to bring it to a point where it's actually cooked and all we're doing is warming it up in the soup pot. Cut up a few of the vegetables that have not cut up ahead of time, and the reason for that is just a couple of hints here. With carrots, people tend to take the peel off of these, and that's where a lot of the flavor is. No need to peel it unless they're very specific in the details of the recipe. You can go ahead and peel it, but very seldom do I peel a carrot. And so we'll start with that by taking the heads off of the carrots here. And then these are nice small carrots, so I really just need to slice them thinly. No need to take them down any further than that. Make sure you keep your fingers in so we don't have any accidents here. We'll get these into a nice thin slice. I don't like to always mince garlic. Sometimes you mince the death out of it and there's no need to do that. But if you take that little nub off the top of that garlic clove and give it just a little smash here to loosen up that peel. You want to get that off of there. You certainly don't want to put that in your food. And then what I like to do with my garlic, again, keep them fingers tucked in and slice that garlic as thin as you can, like you're almost slicing it on a mandolin, but not quite. Give it a nice thin slice, and that is ready for the soup pot. That garlic really is nothing more than like a spice almost. All right, we've moved over to the stovetop now, and my pot has been preheated. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil in this hot pot. Chopped up vegetables here consisting of onions, garlic, carrots, and fennel. And go ahead and right into the pot we go, and you can hear it sizzling away there nicely. Let's give that a little stir, move it around, make sure all those vegetables are covered in that hot oil as they begin to soften up and become translucent. And I want to go ahead and season my vegetables, of course, with black pepper, a little salt, and we will let those continue to cook and soften up. What we're going to do here now is add our vegetable stock. Softening up real nicely, we're going to go ahead and add 4 cups of the vegetable stock. These are already cooked, so you don't have to worry about cooking them any longer. They'll just warm up in this nice hot soup. Next, we're going to add San Marzano tomatoes. And these will be whole and chunky, so rather whole, not chunky, whole. And we'll want to break them up a little bit while they're in the pot here. They're soft, so they should come apart pretty easy. Break those tomatoes up, give them a few more hits here. Get them kind of into bite-sized pieces is what we're looking for. There we go. Next ingredient is the farro, one of the masterpieces of this soup. Go ahead and add that in, and again, that'll only have to warm up. Got a starchy base to it, so it's going to act as a bit of a thickening agent to this soup, not a lot. Wonderful root vegetables. And the root vegetables, by the way, are obviously the onions and the fennel. Some fresh thyme. Give that a quick stir. Get that incorporated into that soup. That's looking good. And then our secret ingredient, as I mentioned before, is our Parmesan wedge. So just go ahead and drop that in there, and it'll begin to dissolve and add an amazing flavor profile to this soup. Items to add, we're going to put in a healthy amount of Parmesan cheese, grated. This is actually aged Parmesan. Give it a nice little kick. We're going to add some fresh spinach, and no need to cook that because it'll wilt right inside of this hot bowl of soup. Let's go ahead and move it around in there so it does just that. It'll get in there and wilt nicely. Boy, this is looking good. So I'm going to show you one little thing here. If you remember, our Parmesan wedge, I'm going to pull out of here, but there it is. It looks like a melted piece of cheese, but we don't want to leave it in there. I'll set that off to the side. And that wedge added a lot of nice cheesy flavor. Second to last, we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of white wine. That'll heat up nicely in there. Don't worry about it cooking off or anything. It just adds a nice little touch to it. Keep the cold outside and keep it warm inside. And that's our soup of the day.